Feeling a little sluggish, getting back into your regular routine? Watch on as I discuss a simple approach that could have you feeling sprightly and focused and ready for a great 2024. You'll discover why such a technique is often needed and how it could be a game changer in your life. Hi, I'm Alexis Wadeland, osteopath at Blossoming Me. If you've ever thought about detoxification and wondered what all the fuss is about, or you might be considering whether you'd like to do one, this is for you. So it's already no longer quite the beginning of the year. Holidays are over, school is back, regular work routines are in full swing. How do you feel after the holidays? Were you a little overindulgent and you're feeling a little pudgy around the middle, heavy, bloated, lethargic? Are you struggling at all to get back into your groove? Maybe you feel a little foggy and unfocused. If any of these things resonate with you, a short, food-based metabolism and brain reboot could be just the thing. Wait, that sounds a little bit like a detox, right? But why would I need a detox, you might be asking? And that's a really great question, and the answer could be quite long. There are many reasons a detox might become necessary, so I'm just going to focus on one common sort of combination to try to explain how and why this happens. When we have periods of overindulgence, our digestive system may have to process more irritating substances as well as be getting less nutrients for a period of time. And this imbalance can cause our digestion to become a little bit sluggish. If this happens, the amount of toxins released from the digestive tract into the bloodstream will increase. And it also makes way for an imbalance in the microbes that are present in our gut. This then will set up a few different things. First, completeness and speed of digestion will reduce, which can turn into indigestion, constipation, abdominal discomfort, bloating, etc. And if this is prolonged for long enough, it also increases the risk of nutrient deficiencies and even starts to set up food intolerances. Second, increased inflammation in the gut, which causes gaps between the cells of the gut wall, will allow larger molecules to directly enter the bloodstream, and this activates a body-wide immune inflammatory response. Third, altered microbes directly affect the function of our brain. The vagus nerve transports microbes, inflammatory chemicals, and neurotransmitters from the gut to the brain. This can trigger inflammation in the brain as well as alter our neurotransmitter balance, and these can activate a myriad of brain symptoms including mood dysregulation, hyperactivity, depression and anxiety, general brain fog, and so much more. And it also stimulates the amygdala, which activates a heightened stress response throughout our nervous system, as well as a cell danger response within our mitochondria, little extra organelles that are in every single cell of our body. These changes alter hormone regulation, including that of fat and carbohydrate metabolism, blood sugar levels, as well as affecting high-level brain function, cellular metabolism, which sets off free radical creation, and an overall decrease in energy production, so energy issues. This leads to generalized cell damage, inflammation, fatigue, even exercise intolerance, and so much more. So if you've been feeling bloated, constipated, lethargic, unmotivated, or if you notice that you're less able to think as clearly as you were, harder to stay focused and work through a problem, or you're more irritable and impatient, maybe you're feeling a little bit flabby around the middle, or you're feeling a little bit more achy and full of pains, even headaches. This could be a sign that your body has hit what I would like to call toxic overload. Now, our body naturally performs processes all the time that allow us to detoxify. But specifically if there's a combination of factors such as poor diet plus a stressful period or event, as Christmas actually can be in many households, coupled with maybe an underlying digestive issue or other factors that you may not even be aware that you have, or your body might be fighting off an infection, some exposure to mold or another irritant or allergens. Again, these things you may not even be aware are present in your environment. Then add all of those to the chemicals that we're already bombarded with every day. that our liver constantly needs to process and remove, such as in our foods, pesticides, preservatives, dyes, from medications, in cleaning products, cosmetics, personal care products, and our local environment like our air and water supplies, our building, paints, furniture off gases, and even electromagnetic energy. All of these things add further burden to our bodies, and our bodies must cope. But there will be just a point at which our body might start to struggle to deal with removing these fast enough to cover how fast we're bombarded with them. When this happens, our body continues to detoxify as well as it can, but there can start to become a backlog. And once this backlog gets large enough, it begins to interfere with our cell function and our detoxification processes, further making the backlog worse. At some point, this backlog also begins to create feelable symptoms, such as, but not limited to, some of the ones that I described earlier. So if you're having any inklings that your body might be beginning to struggle with a chemical load, and you want to be able to stay as healthy and energetic as possible, or you're actually starting to notice any of those symptoms, performing a simple, even short, food-based detox might be a great idea for you. It's always best to start with a detox program that is not stimulating. That is, that there are no medications, herbs, or supplements, or radical diets that aim to essentially force our body to expel toxins before it's ready. The reason for this is that if you have any underlying health condition, or you're not detoxifying as well as you could be, or you don't have quite enough nutrient density available to you, then this leads you to a higher toxin load that your body may struggle with further. This stimulating detox will flood your system with toxins that are being pulled out of cells, but you won't have, in this case, the cell function or the nutrient availability to be able to neutralize them properly, to process them completely, and to clear them out completely. And this will lead to feeling sick, like you have the flu, maybe even nausea, and low energy. Not only this, but the releasing chemicals will cause damage to your cells and your DNA until they're recaught and neutralized and stuffed back somewhere safe, leaving you open to actually worsening your health status. Plus further, because you don't get to completely remove them from your body, then your body needs to spend more energy to safely find them, neutralize them, and tuck them back away, back into the fat where they came from before you started the program, making the whole amount of time and energy and discomfort for, at best, well, not really anything. So as you can see, that raises 3 important points. 1, detox programs are actually really useful and necessary for most of us. 2, our bodies do already perform detoxification, and a detox is not a period of allowing our body to detoxify, but a focused time to allow our body to actually catch up and deal with excess, and hopefully to reduce our overall load. Plus, if done right, it can aid cell healing and improvement of our overall health status. And third, a detoxification program can be dangerous, so you need to look into detox programs and decide on one that is not radical and that in fact feeds you with highly nutritious, dense nutrition foods, that starts off with only food before it begins to progress to any form of supplements. So that's it for today. I hope you found it useful. What stood out for you? Please share that in the comments. Did it raise any questions? If so, please also add those in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like more information, type detox into the comments and I will email my new e-guide, Detox, a First Step to a Vital, Energized You. Bye for now.